Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Hey, Jenny Love. Hey, Peaches. Hey, I am Tequila. Yeah. I said, let me go on and go live before the streets heat up a lot. But I named this video. Can y'all hear me? Just making sure. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Okay. I named this video, ooh, child, the scam of it all. Repeat offenders, child. Ooh, I learned some shit today. But I'm going to talk about that last, honey. Because if I start out with that, it'll get boring at the end. And I want to go out with a bang. You hear me? Ooh, child. It's watching from cloud nine. You can be what you want to be on cloud nine. Child, how y'all doing? Hey, living my best life. Living my best life. Rodney seems to think that you have him blocked. Now, I don't know nothing about that. I'm just telling you what he said on his live, child. Okay? Now, I ain't in it. Would you get him blocked or not? I ain't in it. Okay? Ooh, child. But he say he don't think he did nothing to you, but if he said the wrong thing, he apologized, child. But let me pull my notes up, child. I'm going out with a bang tonight on this one, okay? Child. Whew. Some good stuff, honey. Child. Let me get my notes, child. Okay. Now, sad to say, my boo duck, his page is gone. He got his page got took yesterday, child. Why I don't know. I was just shocked. And then he had went, he just was moving around all over, trolling and stuff yesterday. And somebody said that there was something said between him and 88. And I was saying, what? And it was something sexual. And I said, what? So of course I ran my black ass over there, and I flew over there, and she had it where you could red ball it back because I wanted to hear exactly what was said and exactly how it was said. Well, she said that she could get him to 1,000 subs and monetize by Friday if he would give her some of that tail, some of that dangle. Now you know I wasn't going along with that shit. But then he said, okay. And my heart dropped. Do you hear me? I was hurt. I was hurt so bad. And so I stormed out of there. I ran out of there. And I just was roaming. I was just lost and just roaming through the YouTube streets. And the captain went live. So I said, let me go over here and chill out. And I was getting sick, throwing up overboard and stuff because I got seasick and stuff on the ship and waiting on Duck to come over there because the captain wanted Duck to come over there. But I wouldn't go get him because I was hurt and stuff. And so I just stayed in the chat and listened to what was said. And so the captain said, Duck, when Duck came over there, he told him that he could solve his problem regarding getting his page took and everything, that he would take care of it all and stuff. And so they was talking back and forth like guys do. And so then the captain said that he would give him one of his channels that, got the watch hours and 1,000 people. And Doug said, nah, I ain't, you ain't got to do that, man. Nah. And so I thought that was really nice of the captain to do, to make that offer. But I was really proud of Duck not taking it because a lot of times when something is so easily given, even though it's given with a good heart now, Captain was doing that, because that's his dog. But I'm, I think it's okay that he didn't take that, you know, even though he said we're going FUCK 88. I would have rather him have took the page from Captain than to after FUCK by Friday. But, he's a man. He makes his own decisions. So I left there because they were still talking, the guy talking stuff, and I guess got tired of hearing that. So I just started running around different places in YouTube, and I'll let you guys know what I seen. So after I left Captain's, let me see. Wait a minute. Okay, now I don't know if I've spoken. No, because I didn't do live yesterday. Okay, now this is what's been going on since I last spoke with you guys. So I'm going back in time. I was just talking about the duck thing because that happened last night and that happened to be on my mind just then. But now I'm going back a day. Okay, back in time. Well, DG got out. And the way I found out that he got out was that seemed like I talked about this with y'all before. That he was out and he's on an anchor monitor. It was somebody named STOPS, a page, and it popped up in my timeline. And I was wondering, who is this? And so when I went over there, DG was up there. And he was talking. I said, oh, okay, because he's out good. And so, he was talking about different things. He said he was on an anchor monitor and, all this and all that. And, he's really a person that's boisterous. He like to brag and stuff. And so he was doing his thing, okay? And then it was all over the Mo3 beef sector. DG was out. And child, do you know he got a hero's welcome? That's the first time I seen a hero's welcome on YouTube. Now, there was somewhat of a hero welcome when VS came back, from being off from here to like 3 years. She had a hero welcome, but his hero welcome was bigger because all of them 3 beef sector, they was talking about it, and blah, blah, this. And they was having like welcome back parties and red carpet out, wherever he went and stuff. And so Mink, because he went in jail on December 31st, so he bought the New Year in jail. Well, Mink, I thought it was a nice thing that she did. She gave him a New Year's Eve party. did the countdown and all that kind of shit, And who get to have a New Year's Eve party in the middle of January? Well, Donna Goins did. And me gave it to him. Okay. So they gave him a hero welcome over there. Like I said, the STOP 6 gave him a hero welcome. And then later on, I went by Bimps. And DG was up there. And everybody was really happy to see him. Everybody was laughing at all of his jokes. And, oh boy, he had it going on. Do you hear me? And so, if anybody got up there that didn't agree or, went against the grain at all, they was getting bought down off of the palace. Child. And I was loving it. Do you hear me? Um, it's second. Okay. I'm trying to get to where they was buying people down, child. Because it was all kind of people over there. Gigi had got into it with him. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, DG and Emils. Emils is the guy from the Mo3B sector. They were into it with Royalty and Gigi. And a bag got dropped on Gigi, because they was really into it back and forth. Now, if that live is still, I don't know if it's on members only or not, because a lot of times Bimp don't put his on members only. But, if you want to see a good live, Bimp, that live was good. Okay? I enjoyed it. Okay. So, let's see. So, I enjoyed myself over there. And then Eve, I went by hers. She was live. And honey, she was throwing people out of her chat. Um, she threw Big Trap out, Tori, Happy, and Happy from the B set, y'all. Happy, you got caught up in the getting thrown out. Let me see who else. Cause Eve, she didn't really care for him getting there. Heroes welcome that he got, and it kind of got on her nerves and her feelings and stuff. Let me see. Because it was a damn mess. Now you hear me? And she that stopped 6, she didn't want her in her chat. She did not want wait a minute. She was just calling up a lot of people that she didn't want to be, people that had been talking about her and against her and all of that. And then some people that didn't do it until Donald got out. And then when he got out, they all ran over there to him. And, and then it come out about people giving him money, like donating to him while he was in jail. She was mad about some of that people that she thought she was cool with, that it come to find out they was donating to get him out of jail and this and that. It was just a lot, okay? And so she did that live, and then she went off for about 30 minutes, and then she came back on, child. And she was pissed. Okay. And she drew 357 Broadway. He was in the chat and she cussed him out and told, she was telling him that he hurt her feelings and she was screaming at him and stuff. And Duck was trying to talk to her and she was cussing Duck out and she told Duck he is small fries. You need to shut up. You ain't even in this. And so Duck hit the link and he was trying to talk her down and stuff. And she was telling him she didn't want to talk to him. You small fries. I got more history with 357. We've been friends for years and years, and I can't believe he did this to me. I can't believe he donated to DG and this and that. Okay. And that shit went on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So I had to leave because I said, let me just chill out for a minute, because it was just a bit much, okay? So I left and I just started kind of moving around, doing stuff in the house and different things like that. And then I went back to YouTube. Well, when I went back to YouTube, she was in a much better mood. And because 357 sent her a donation for 19.99, he said that's the exact amount I sent to DG. So y'all are even. Well, getting back to when Eve was really mad and screaming and cussing at 357 and others, it wasn't that she needed the money or anything like that. She wanted the 357 and others that hadn't got in touch with her. That she just wanted them to say, "Hey, you okay?" Because sometimes they talk behind scenes. I don't know who I'll do what with what, but she think her feelings was hurt because people that she thought cared about her, they did not even call and check on her. That's all it was, child. But Broadway did send her some money to make her feel better. And other people were donating too, you know. Um, and like on that live, people, you know, was supporting her and everything and hitting the link and talking with her and stuff. And she got in a better mood, but then she kind of started kind of going over the case and stuff. And people was telling her, don't be saying nothing about that, just leave that alone. Y'all work that shit out in court because you could say the wrong thing and it could affect your case and this and that. Okay. Well, I left there. I didn't stay to the end. I stayed there for a long time though. I was over there, I know, good 2 hours. When I add all the time up, you know, being in the lab, going out to go do something else and going back in. I was over there about 2 hours if you add it all together. Well, let me see. And let me see. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. And Chi-Town, I can't remember what link this was on. I think this was at Bimps when Chi-Town and Stop Six, they got up on the link, and DG he dropped because he didn't want to. I guess he didn't want to argue with them, and Royalty she got into it. And she Asia was in the chat, and she was calling Asia a catfish and all kind of different things and a scammer. Um, she was saying she was used up and slow, and so Asia was just like in the chat and just said, wasn't even really. It wasn't messing with her because Asia used to be, people saying things like that to her. But honey, when she gets tired, she hits the link, okay? And she goes in. And that's what she did. And then she just left, okay? Okay. Let's see. Okay. And then I got a notification like from alert from a community wall, and 357 had put on his community wall, uh, like people y'all ain't shit and this and that, and don't I don't want nobody link dropped in my chat but Ducks. He say he do not want nobody else links dropped because his chat is one anybody could drop their link in it. Well, if you go on the stage, if you a guest on this stage, you can drop your link. And like the moderators, they can drop their link anytime. Well, honey, for now, can't nobody drop their link in his chat except Duck. And he said until further notice, child. Do you hear me? Okay. Well, I found out that Duck did start a page, and of course, I went and subscribed, and I think I was like subscriber number 300 and something, you know, but and I think the last time I looked, he had like 700 and something, so that's pretty good, and for especially he ain't even went live on the page, child, so he'll have his 1,000 in no time. Let's see. And I was just over at Jackie because she was live. She might still be live. She had people all up on her panel and stuff. And Duck was up there, and he was like, they was having like a serious conversation. And he was saying that he never thought that Jackie took his page. Now on the streets last night, after his page got took, all kind of people were saying who did it, and this and that. All kind of names were flying around the Mo 3B sector. You know, um, he'll probably never know unless somebody just tell him, "Yep, I did it." But I heard today that MHB said he did it. I don't know if anybody else, because I hadn't active on YouTube because I've been watching some lives that went on that I missed, and you know, um, and we'll get to that part too. Uh, Before I go off, um, let me see. All right, and Rodney, he was live today. I looked up and got to see his live this morning. He had a good live. Uh, well, Hunter Dovey and Sheila E got into it. Sheila E had got up there and they was talking about like women that have babies, like on-site pregnancy. A lot of people don't think on-site pregnant. I do, because I know people that have gotten pregnant going through menopause. Okay. And then they were saying something about a 70-year-old woman, which somebody left a note on my thing about a 70-some-year-old woman had a baby. It happens. It don't happen every day, but it can happen. If you have cycles, if you're a woman and you have cycles, you can have a baby. Okay. Unless you got fixed. I'm just saying. And like I said, I know women that have like they baby be 30 something and they wind up with a baby. I know a couple of women did that. Or your baby just graduated from college and then you go to the gynecologist and you pregnant. Shit happens. You know, it happens. But they was talking about that. And so then they was talking about what age you be at having a high risk pregnancy. Okay. So now if you in your 50s or 40s, you're gonna be a higher risk pregnancy than a lady in her 20s to have a baby. And so some people were saying in your 40s that just when you're high risk. Other people were saying in your 30s. It was all kind of numbers being thrown out there. Now I only have two children, but I had my son, which is the baby. I had him, I was 34. Now the doctor didn't say nothing to me about being no high risk pregnancy. And I'm just saying for me, when I had my son at 34. Now it could have been 30. I don't know, but they never said you're 34 and you're a high risk pregnancy. No, they never told me that. But you know, it depends on your body. It depends, a lot of shit. You know, um, I think some people could be in their 20s and have a high risk pregnancy. You know how some women have to have the baby tied up in them. Your womb sewed up and all of that. To me, that's a high risk pregnancy. Because if you don't get that done, the baby just gonna fall out. Okay. because your walls can't hold it. And then some women have to be on bed rest the whole pregnancy. 20-year-old women. I knew some of those young ladies that in their prime would get pregnant, they have to be on bed rest for the baby to make it here. The only thing you can do is get up and go in the bathroom, to use the bathroom and the shower, and you have to get back in the bed. Doctor's orders. Now that's a high risk pregnancy. But, they was going on this and that. Well, Sheila E got up there and she said something about her daughter. And she has a daughter that have high risk pregnancies because she's miscarried several times and she's pregnant right now. Now, child, I don't know what Dobie said in that damn chat, but whatever she said concerning Sheila E. daughter, Sheila E. hit the goddamn roof. And she drug and she drug and she drug. Then she would get off the panel, and then she wound up coming back on the panel and cussing Dobie out some more. She was telling Dobie to hit the goddamn link and all of that, which Dobie never did do. The chat, it was people in the, well, one thing, it was no moderators. And so it looked like every troll and everybody that didn't like each other in these different sectors met up over there at Rodney's. And everybody in that chat was banging. Do you hear me? It was a rough house. But did nobody want to hit the panel to settle their issues? But they were doing a damn good job in that damn chat. And they wasn't being stopped, wasn't being blocked. It was a free for all. You hear me? And I was getting my life. I was just ducking and dodging stuff. All I did was speak, doing the same thing I normally do. I didn't do nothing but speak to the folk. Because I wasn't gonna say yay or nay about who doing what, but I was reading the hell out that chat. Do you hear me? And they were throwing some haymakers in that chat, child. Now I didn't stay all the way to the end on the live, because Rodney, he was just sitting up there and he was, well, if anybody want to hit the link, y'all more than welcome. So shit, they was study banging in that chat. They did not hit that link, but they was fighting like cats and dogs in that chat. It was people fighting you didn't even know was enemies, And I think people was going to get their friends and tell them to come over there and jump in this shit. Or such and such over there, But honey, that chat was rough. Do you hear me? But I enjoyed every minute of it. Okay. I went by Transparent Talks today. She was live. I wasn't in there a real long time. When I was there, Room Shaker hit the link and she said she struck Duck. Well, she didn't strike Duck, but she was up there, since everybody was saying, who struck him? Who took his page? And so she said she did it, but she didn't do it because she started laughing and stuff, But that's about all that. It wasn't very much going on over there at Transparent Talks. I heard like grumbling out in the street that SD had gotten into it with Nurse K. I didn't know a lot about it. And then I heard he left there and went and got into it with K. Kira. That K. Kira had stopped her live because SD and K. Kira are very cool. Well, I decided to go back and watch K. Kira live, and I read about it. So I seen SD get up on this panel, and when he got on the panel, he was talking about he had just left Nurse K's, and that they had got into it, and he don't know why Nurse K got into it with him. Well, people that was over at Nurse K's, they got on the panel, and they say, SD, you was wrong. You started with Nurse K, and Nurse K went back at you because you wouldn't leave her alone, and that's why she cussed your ass out. And he was saying they were lying on him and stuff. And they were saying, I'm not lying on you, SD. You went over there messing with that woman. She wasn't doing nothing to you. And so, she just got fed up and she cussed your black ass out. And she don't care if you hurt your damn feeling. Well, and when he jumped on K Kira panel when he first got over there, K Kira was doing her commentary. Now, what it was about, I don't know, but it's something like a series that she's doing. You know, like when he jumped up there on the panel, she was like, whatever, number 5 in whatever they're doing, the series, a book, or whatever that she's doing over there. But he jumped in her commentary, so she couldn't finish it. So she was being a good friend, and she is to him. She like dropped it and let him get what he had to get out about Nurse K, and let other people hit the link to try to fill her in on what happened. And he wasn't very happy with her doing that. And he was saying, you're hurting my feelings. And, telling K Kira that. And K Kira said, I'm not doing anything to you. I'm just trying to see what the problem is. Because I was just doing my commentary and you come up here with all of this. And I don't really know what's going on. Tell me what's going on. And so then he was just going, talking about he a iller and mad at Book, and he was just mad at a lot of different people. He was going on off about a lot of different things. And then after he said his feelings was hurt, he said something about rest in peace, because K Kira lost her husband maybe about 6 months ago, and he bought that man up. And K Kira was just through, and she dropped him and she was saying, I can't believe you did that. What he got to do with it? Why bring him up in it? And this and that, but SD do shit like that. He like to hurt your feelings, but when you hurt his feelings back, he want to cry like a baby. And so I hate he did that with K Kira because I know she missed her husband. And then, that she was doing some of her commentary, something that didn't have her mind on her husband, doing something for her channel. And then SD come over there with that bullshit. And of course, she started thinking about her husband again because he was taken out by the police. Okay. So, child, I didn't care for that. And, and I didn't like that that he made her feel bad. I didn't like that. To me, if you're not a friend, when you hurt your friend's feelings purposely, and that's all I can say about that. And before while he was doing his ranting and raving, before he bought K Kira husband up, he was mad at Book, and he was saying that Book ain't no real blood. He ain't no Pyru. He ain't got no battle scars. He ain't got no gun. He's a liar. He's a hater. So I don't know what him and Book is into it over, and I don't know why he don't like Book. I don't know a lot of things, but I guess Book was trying to take up for Nurse K. I don't know, but um, well, I ain't, if I find out more about the child, I'll tell y'all more about the child. Okay, and I think that's it. Now I'm getting ready to get to this damn bullshitting. Okay, I'm just making sure I got everything. Ah, I'm getting ready to get to the messy shit. Okay. I'm finna go out with a bang, child. Wait a minute. Let me speak to some more. If anybody came in, hey, Room Shaker. Hey, Imani. Hey, Sarah Vaughn. Hey, Israel. Room Shaker, I told him that you say you struck duck pay. I said you was playing though. Hey, Sugar Shay. Hey, LeJean. Hey, Leslie. Ah, I can't wait to get to this juicy shit I got now. Let me see. Make sure I speak to everybody. Because I'm a run after I say this too. Hey, Lexi. Hey, Vibes with Big Heavy Podcast. Oh, okay. And I was just skimming over to what's going on in the Mo3 sector because I don't like to talk a whole lot about stuff over there because I don't want to be involved in a whole bunch of shit over there too. Okay, Jen, you know what I'm saying? I say just enough to let y'all know where I've been on YouTube, but I don't get into they stuff too deep over there. I skim over it lightly. Now let me tell y'all this, child. It was some messy shit went on YouTube last night and after midnight in the beef sector. Do y'all hear me? And I heard about it this morning when I was in my travels and kind of looking in these chats and seeing what people was talking about being nosy. And the reason I named this, ooh, child, the scam of it all, repeat offenders. Child, do you know uh QB did a live last night and they was talking about scamming. And they found out, well, the person in here, I don't give a fuck because hell, if it's you, it's just you. Hell. But a person named Blackberry Molasses, which they come in my chat, you know, but I don't know them. Okay. Well, child, come to find out, Blackberry Molasses has been in the beef sector for a while, but they had a different name. And you know how some people change their names? Well, this is one of the people that changed their name. And their name used to be. Wait a minute. Ooh, child. God is love. Okay? Well, honey, God is love. Come to find out. Now, this was a QB's child. But God is love. Been asking people for their money on, like to borrow it for rent, for motel. And like when she would be at the motel, because she was staying at the motel because they supposed they had mold in her apartment. And I guess the voucher ran out. So she wanted people to like give her the money for the room for some more nights. But they were saying, well, let me just call it in on my credit card. And she was saying, no, the motel don't take credit cards. And I was saying, what motel don't take no credit card? Cause I done been to them. They don't want no cash. But girl, they said, let me tell you what else. Okay. And then different people, because they say she had did the scam over here about 3 years ago. And they knew of like 4 or 5 people that she had scammed 3 or 4 years ago. Well, she rolled back through under this Blackberry Molasses name, and didn't nobody know that Blackberry Molasses is God is love. The way the person found out that Blackberry Molasses is God is love, some kind of way on Instagram, if you have a person blocked, and it was some kind of way the woman found out through Instagram, because when she had blocked God is love on her Instagram, when they come trying to get on as Blackberry Molasses, it was showing that's who it was blocked. Some kind of way. See, I don't know how this shit work. Now, this the one way the woman says she found out that Blackberry Molasses is God is love. Well, come to find out, child, when they was talking about it over there trying to figure this shit out, the person that bought the gossip to the board about the money that she owed different people, this time, child, people start falling out the goddamn cloud. Just Andrea fell out the goddamn cloud. She say she owe her some goddamn money. Wait a minute. She say she didn't get her goddamn money back. And she said that she had gave her between $600 and $700 over a 2 month goddamn period. And she said that she was using her mama because her mama was sick. And she was saying that she was in a domestic violence and she needed some money for rent. And that she needed money to move. And she was also saying that, needed money for her children. But come to find out, her goddamn kids is grown. Okay. Now that's just one of the people, just Andrea. She fell out the clouds and, let them know that I ain't in y'all business, but this bitch owed me some money too. Okay. And she don't she don't call me back. She got me blocked where I can't get in touch with her about my goddamn money. Okay. Oh, and she also said she had lost her job. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me, because people was falling out the goddamn cloud in the chat and shit. And some of them was saying they fell on their hip wrong when they fell out the goddamn cloud. Okay. And then they start saying about who Blackberry Molasses mod for. And they were saying that she mod for, wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay, let me back up a little bit. Now the people like the with the blackberry molasses. Wait a minute, I got to get the total for y'all. Okay, the amount that blackberry molasses have gotten out of people is around $2,185, child. That's a lot of goddamn money, ain't it? Okay. And they say she would cry when she be asking for the money and telling you about how sad her life is. That she would be crying and talking about her kids and all that kind of shit and her living condition. She one of them kind of people that beg for money and be crying and shit. And another thing, child, they say that blackberry molasses got memberships on everybody's channel. Y'all hear me? Now you got membership on everybody's channel, girl, and you owe all these people some money. Okay. And young R.E., she she fell out in the chat and she said she owed her about $100. Okay. Now they say blackberry molasses mod for Nikki, baby. And Bertha May, I heard they saying she modding for you, girl. And they say stomp down, respectfully me, and that's Miss Bernadette, M. Bernadette. That's who she mod for. And they say that she was a mole, one of the moles in Lemon Discord, and she one of the people he kicked out last week. Yeah. Wait a minute. And child, don't ask me ish hit the panel. And Nicole Reloaded was in the chat, and she said, Nicole Reload, she owed me some money. She has to borrow some money when the pandemic was here. And she thought it was $30, but Nicole Reloaded said, you telling a lie. And QB was saying, what? She lying on you. And she was saying, yeah. And she said she didn't even know. Don't ask me shit. She said, I don't even know her. That's what Nicole Reloaded was saying. And don't ask me shit. Well, her name, don't ask me ish. She said, I'll be back. I'm going to get the goddamn receipt. And Nicole Reloaded was laughing at her and putting in the chat. She was calling her a witch and a liar and all kind of bullshit in there. Well, child, don't ask me ish. Come back on that goddamn panel. She said it wasn't $30 that she borrowed from me. It was $20. And here's this receipt. And bloop, QB put the receipt up there. And child, some woman hit the goddamn link and said, Nicole Reload is my goddamn sister. And she ain't asked you for some motherfucking money, bitch. And I don't wonder what the fuck is you talking about, hoe? And this and that, girl. And then people were saying, hey, why you coming up in here like this? Why come Nicole can't hit the goddamn link? This ain't between you. You ain't got shit to do with this. Why Nicole can't hit the link? And Nicole typed in the chat. She said, hey, I'm taking care of my grandbaby right now. I can't be hitting that link. And QB told her, girl, rock that baby on your knee and hit that link and come on up here. You know how the women be knocking you rock the baby on your knee. QB was telling the story rocking that baby on her knee or bounce your knee, you know? You hear me? And Nicole quit typing. And her sister stayed up there a while. And, QB was saying, this ain't your goddamn business. And Then she was trying to talk to um wait a minute, just don't what's her name? Don't ask me ish. And she said I ain't talking to you no more. I don't know you. That's what don't ask me ish was saying to that girl woman that come up there hot about Nicole. And like QB was saying, look, the woman that called the woman a liar. She done said she don't know her. And then another thing she said, and if she did send me a cash app, it was for a banner. And don't ask me, ish, I ain't even no content creator. She said, bitch, I don't need you for no goddamn banner. And I don't need no banner. But if I needed a goddamn banner, I got a son and grandkid, they can make me a motherfucking banner. Bitch, you ain't made a banner for me. Ho, you borrowed my 20 goddamn dollars and you didn't pay me back, bitch. Okay. And I was getting my life child. And then, wait a minute. Okay, okay. And then Rockwell, she was in the chat. And she was saying, uh, I think the Blackberry, I got so goddamn lost. Somebody, Blackberry lessons or Nicole Reloaded, one of them owe her some goddamn money too. Okay. Now this is what made me. Now I had passed out about 15 times already. Okay, because people were falling out of the damn clouds on top of me and everything. Child Benzone hit the goddamn link, and I said, "What the fuck going on now? What the hell Benzone hitting the goddamn link for? Cause Benzone quiet, y'all. Let me tell you this here. Benzone got to talking. And she said that she's owed a lot of money by somebody on YouTube. And guess who it is, y'all? No nonsense. Y'all know nonsense was hitting that motherfucking Benz on for like $85, $200, $100, $300, $600 at a lick. Do you hear me? And when they added all that goddamn shit up, it came to 2,890 goddamn dollars. Do y'all hear me? Now these is two different people. Well, three, because there's no Nicole Reloaded. Which Nicole, you a small fish. You need to learn how to get these motherfuckers like these bitches hitting these motherfuckers in the head for like $3,000 and shit. You know. Now the first lady, the one Blackberry Molasses, she hit for 2,185. And then Nicole Reload. I mean, oh, no nonsense hit for 2,890 goddamn dollars. Ain't that a lot of goddamn money? Yeah. Wait a minute. Y'all ever heard anything like that in y'all life? Do y'all hear me? Faith Driven. Do you hear me? Soul Sister number one. You hear me? Oh, I'm getting ready to put this goddamn link in here so y'all can see. Y'all can't say I'm telling a goddamn lie about this shit I just told y'all about all this goddamn money that's being exchanged and ain't getting back. Now this is QB link that I'm dropping in here. That's where all this shit went on last night after midnight. They call themselves going to expose one person, but at least 3 people got exposed on that goddamn live. That's a lot of motherfucking money out here on these goddamn for strangers. You people you don't know. People you'll never see. Do y'all hear me? Love, like, you ain't they ain't getting nothing for their money. Now look, I'm giving y'all some gossip. All this gossip I done gave y'all, I ain't got no money. Hey, can I borrow $50 from each one of y'all? $50 a piece. Can I borrow $25? They giving away thousands of dollars on here. Why come I can't get 25? They give me 10. They giving away thousands of dollars. Y'all can't give me 5. They got big deep pockets over here in this beefing sector. Y'all give me $1. I can't get a. And then people getting down. Wait a minute, 2,800 and I can't get $1. See how tight people are? When people just giving away thousands out there. I can't even get a goddamn cash out. Y'all at least like the goddamn video. But y'all, there's QB link, child. I guarantee you will watch that live. If you get into it, you're going to watch it to the end, child. You're going to see people dropping out the clouds in the chat saying they owed money. You're going to see people hitting the goddamn link that wasn't even in this conversation that's owed money. Just think about how many people out there that's owed money that didn't hit that goddamn link. Just think about how many Blackberry molasses, no nonsense, Nicole Reloaded out there. And the victims, the people that giving them their money. And after you give them your money, then they say, I don't even know you. Who are you? What are you talking? You're a liar. What are you talking about? Ain't that a kick in the head? That's some bullshit. Do y'all under goddamn stand? I mean, my mouth, the shit I was hearing out on the street, ain't nothing like what I heard in that goddamn live. Do you hear me? QB was calling them grifters. He was calling them scammers, liars. And then the people block them where you can't even contact them no more. Or either they'll come back on YouTube under a different name. And they say it just moves all around YouTube in these different sectors. They just bounce around. Like they leave from the B set, they'll go somewhere else and stay for a while. See what I'm saying? And then when they run out in that sector, they'll go somewhere else. Or they go over there on bingo. Or they'll go over there on, the other apps that people be on. Clubhouse and WhatsApp, Discord, well, all the other apps. And they just move from one place to the next one. sector, because you too big. They move from one sector to another sector, to another sector to another sector, from one app to another app. You know what I'm saying? And just think if they get like we'll just go back to $20 one. Well, if you get 2,100 people, that's some good money, you know? And then like the Blackberry Molasses, now see her name came up a couple of months ago. I think it was at ODS's. It came out that a person was asking for money. And the person got tired. And so they brought it to the board. But it fizzled out. You know, that little scandal. But that is crazy. That oh, I can't. I mean, you see the cash out when Benzo had that shit up there. I mean, every couple of days, 150, 300, 85, 600. Do y'all hear? That is crazy. And then they block you and won't take your call. You know, change their numbers or whatever. That's some that's some bad shit. I my mouth was wide open watching, listening to QB live and seeing the people hitting the goddamn panel and seeing what the people was putting in the chat. It was crazy. QB, you did that one. You did that. You did it. QB did it. I mean, he put the cheese on the damn bread. You know what I'm saying? And it went just exploded. It went from one person to another person to another person. And this is thousands of dollars. And now the people won't even talk to him anymore. I was tripping. Y'all hit the like button on your way out. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Okay? Every subscription count. But honey, I'm getting ready to get back out in the goddamn street. And like I said, I dropped QB link. Y'all subscribe to him. Hell, he might come up with some more shit. But that was an eye-opening experience. And the receipts was dropped. You know, um, hard to believe, but this is what's going on. You know, and I ain't never seen nothing like it, child. Y'all hear me? I ain't never seen. No, don't. And don't listen to no sob. You really don't need to be. Like I said, I don't talk to anybody when YouTube is off. It's off. You know, because I got entertainment. I have friends. I got family. Don't listen to this bullshit. Okay? Be of sound mind. If you want to give to a person. Donate. Ain't nothing wrong with donating to content creators. But don't be a fool. I just put it like that. You don't get people in your normal life, anybody that come by. Would you give okay? Would a stranger knock on your door? Would you give him your money? Will you give him $2,000? So why you doing it on YouTube? It's the same thing. These are strangers. I might tell you I live in um, Texas, but you don't know where the fuck I'm at. You know, you don't got a clue. So how you gonna find me? If you give me $2,000 and I just disappear, because all I gotta do is turn the app off. All I gotta do is I don't want this app no more and just delete it. We don't know each other. Don't be a fool. Don't listen to this bullshit. I know you got somebody in your family that could use a little help. A distant cousin might be struggling. Somebody kid might be in college, need a little change or an outfit or two. Somebody at your church might need some money. But you gonna give it to her? You think this is virtual, you know? Oh, cha, oh, cha. I mean, I was at QB's with my mouth wide open. And I'm gonna tell you something else at the beginning of the live, because he was on like 30 or 40 minutes building it up, giving us a little bit of what's going on. And y'all, guess who it is? And people was dropping names in the chat of who they was thinking it was. He was saying, no, no, not her, not her, Child, I was, when the names did come out, I was floored. And I don't know what ODS Live was about. I'm going to have to watch it because I'm thinking it might have been some more about this, this um, scamation of it all. I'm My mouth was wide open on that live. I'm telling you, people was falling out the goddamn cloud, saying that this happened to them too, or yeah, they asked me for some money, and I ain't been paid back, and I ain't been paid. I was saying, what the hell? I was like that. Now, did I give y'all a good going out with a bang? With a bang, a bang. Oh, what? But I'm getting ready to get out of here. I just wanted to give y'all that piece of gossip that I stumbled across out there in the YouTube sphere. And see, I don't go to QBs a whole lot. But when they start talking about money, I was saying, let me get my ass over here and see what the hell going on. And QB lit a bomb over there on his channel, child. And if y'all want to witness it, everything I said is in that. Oh, you can see it for yourself. It's like a 2-hour live, child. Okay? And I mean, I got my life, okay? Ooh, child. These people is just taking people money. Ooh, child. I wonder will they get it back. Hey, on to the no, no, no. Ooh, child. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.